Okay. Hello. Yep. Hello. Good evening. Milton Tutu is here. If you can see, if you can hear me, please say something. Say hello, say hi, so I know that you're seeing and hearing me right now. Okay. Uh, if you can see and hear me, say hello, say hi, so I know that you're seeing and hearing me. And we'll be back in just a few seconds. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is your pretty boy, Milton Tutu. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. How are you doing today? So, if you can see and hear me, say hi, say hello, say something phenomenal. Give me a thumbs up. Say, go, Milton. So, I know that you can see and hear me, okay? How are you all doing today? I'm so excited to be here. Hello, Stella. Hello, Favor. Hello, Chuku. Hello, Betty Wachuku. How are you all doing today? Thank you so much for being here. Betty, I see you. You're here in our last video with live video. It was phenomenal. If you want to watch the replay of that video, I suggest you go to replay will be available at squareacademy.online. Okay, so you can head down there for www.squareacademy.online. You can head down there to see the replay of the video. Okay, and guess what? Peace, Itimi Rose, Eyo is with us, Obed Muyiwa is with us. How are you all doing? If you can see, if you can hear me, say something phenomenal, say something so that I know that you are seeing and hearing me, okay? I need to know that you're seeing this beautiful face. And yes, Peace Itimi is going to be with us in just a few minutes, okay? She's going to be with us in just a few minutes. And my name is Milton Tutu, like you all know. Yes, perfect. My name is Milton Tutu, like you all know. I am the founder of Square Academy, right? Square Academy, it's It's a digital business school where you can learn and teach any skills online. We'll be launching soon. We've not launched fully yet. We are just, doing some final touches to our software. But very soon we are launching, and Peace will be here. Hello, Shobande. Hello, Liberty. Okay, I need you guys not to go anywhere. Stay back here, and because Peace is going to share so much with us as regards to storytelling, the what's, the why, and the how. How exactly you can tell better stories, because the language of the market has changed. Every single thing about the market has changed. If you're marketing like our fathers used to, then you're going to run out of business. You need to learn how to tell stories like the new media market. I need you to see every single part of me, okay? You need to learn how to speak the language of the new media market. Awesome. Rose Ayo said, glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. Can't wait to gain knowledge. Yes, I can't wait for you to hear what Peace has to say to us. She will be with us in a few minutes. She just sent me a text right now that I should give her some few minutes, and she's going to be here. And Peace has a lot to share with us. She has, the last time she had something to do with Seth Godin, it was phenomenal. It was so phenomenal, and I am so excited for the heights Peace has gotten to in her life and career. She's doing amazingly well. Okay, so if you're here, if you can hear me, say something, say hello, and so I know that you're seeing and hearing me. Okay. I just need to give you guys a backstory. I have something prepared that I need Peace to see, so I need her to be here right now. Okay. Okay. Before Peace comes down, I and Peace, we used to do some business together, and that was way back in Benin City, way back in Benin City. Then when I was still in school, I schooled at Benson Idahosa University, one of the best schools in the world. So I and Peace, we used to do some business together. It was called the Glorious Future Initiative. Let me text her again so I will know that she's going to be with us in a few minutes. Okay. So she just sent me a text right now. That's she's coming here soon. Awesome. So it was called the Glorious Future Initiative, and I don't want to tell you everything right now. I need Peace to come here. I need Peace to be here so that Peace can hear everything. So one thing you need to know about storytelling, or one thing you need to know about marketing, is that there is this analogy I always give. If you're traveling, let's say maybe probably a bus trip, and you're traveling from Lagos to Ibadan, or from Port Harcourt to Benin, or from Benin to Lagos, and you see 5 different cows. They're all white cows, yeah? You see 5 different cows, they're all white cows. And suddenly you see a purple cow. Which exactly do you think you're going to pay more attention to? Obviously, the purple cow. That's what you're going to pay more attention to, right? Because it's different, it's significant, it catches your attention. And that's one thing we need to learn in marketing. We new media marketers, we need to learn how to be that purple cow. We need to learn how to start telling stories that people can connect to. We need to learn how to start, speaking the language of the market. Just like last week, the live show we had with Larry. Larry said we should think ahead of our customers and start telling stories that they can understand. And good thing, you can actually get a replay. Replay will be available via www.squareacademy.online, right? And you can see it on the screen. It's going to come back again. You can get the replay. Larry shared a whole lot of things. And also, if you want to watch the replay, it's available on Square Academy. But for you to get the link, you have to join our Telegram business community, which you can join via bit.ly/SA tickets. bit.ly/SA tickets. Yes, so you can get the replay down there. Okay, yeah, should be with us also. So how are you guys doing? What have you been up to? And I hope that you're using this COVID-19 pandemic to be creative. Just like what John Obidi said in the program he's having right now, reinventing yourself for the new global economy, that post-COVID is not happening to us, it's happening for us. I did a research and I looked back to, when there was the last global recession. I think that was 2008. Yeah, if my memory is not failing me, the last global recession. And during that recession, that was when a whole lot of companies they came into the markets, right? Talk about Facebook, talk about all of these, most of these tech companies. That was the period they were building, right? And let me explain something for you guys. So building a tech-based company is like real estate. Okay, I need you to understand. Building a tech-based company is like real estate. We have some comments. Building, hello Gift, how are you doing? Building a tech industry is like real estate. What you're doing is that you're buying a land in the web space and you're renting it out to other people. And these people keep on paying rent to you frequently. That's how it is. I mean, that's what building a tech-based industry is, or a tech-based business. And if you say that you want to build a tech-based business, you don't necessarily need to think about a big idea. That's where most of us are feeling it. Oh yes, I have to think about this big idea. No, I have to be the next Mark Zuckerberg. I have to invent the next Facebook. No, you don't. You don't have to invent the next thing. You just need to innovate what is already existing. That's what tech is about. Using the tool of tech to empower what we have right now. So look at your industry. Probably you're in the gifting industry, you're in the makeup industry. How can you bring tech and your industry together? How can your application, your tech-based business, be the medium between clients and customers? For instance, we have delivery companies, right? These guys, they now use what we call application. And this application, they are now the medium between customers and their goods and services. So how can you build a medium? Facebook is a medium between you and reaching out the world. Instagram is a medium. Oh yeah, Shobande said exactly what I was thinking about this evening. Instagram is a medium. Think about it. Whatever tech-based application we have right now, it's a medium. So how can you build a medium between point A to point B? It's that easy. How can you build a medium between point A to point B? And people think, oh, if I need to have so many amount of money, or I need to have like over $1,000 or so sorry, please excuse me. We are waiting. Just texted piece right now. Sorry. Probably you might be saying, I need to have like over $1 million to start building my tech-based business, or to start building my application, or start building whatever. No, you don't need that. The thing is that, yes, you need money, obviously, but what is more important is your business model. What's more important than the money is your business model. Raising capital is not the problem, because if you're serious enough, you look for things to sell to raise capital. I know that we are 15 minutes in, so I'm just prepping you guys for all the things that Peace is going to share with us. Peace has consulted for a whole lot of organizations, both in edtech, both in education, both in real estate. She has consulted for a whole lot of organizations, and she has a whole lot of things to share with us, especially when it comes to telling stories via technology, right? I mean, she had an interview with Seth Godin where she interviewed and asked Seth Godin some questions. That is someone you should listen to. So how exactly can you build a medium between point A to point B? If you say that you are, whatever business you're doing right now, always envision subscription-based business model to whatever you're doing. Subscription-based business model. Always think of how you can incorporate subscription-based business model. That is a lifetime payment whereby people get to pay you some certain amount of money monthly, right? People get to pay you some certain amount of money monthly to use your product or your service. So how can you incorporate subscription-based business model into your business, into your application, into your tech idea? So you are, let's say, for instance, Betty. I know Betty for sure. She's into animation. She's phenomenal. If you want to have an animate, if you want to learn animations, or you need any marketing materials via animation, reach out to Betty Wachuku. Okay, I endorse her fully because she's good, right? Hello, Daniel Thompson. Nice to have you here also. So, for instance, Betty Wachuku, she's into animations. So, how can she create a software that will help people to do their own animated videos without programming, without writing a single line of code? That's an idea. You do your own, and I mean, there are a whole lot of applications like that on JVZoo and AppSumo. Yes, the reason why there are applications like that and the reason why there will still be applications like that is because there is money in the market. Now, only where sugar the 9 ants they go now. You understand? It's because there is money in the market. So how exactly can you incorporate tech to what you're doing? Think about it. It is very, very important you think about that. Okay, Peace just texted me. Okay, great. Peace sends her apologies, okay? Yes, Peace is here already. Yay! I'm excited. I'm excited that Peace is here. Um, Hello, Peace.
Hey darling, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing? Everyone is seeing you right now. I am so happy that you're here with us right now. You're welcome here. How are you doing today, Peace?
I am so sorry that I'm fine. I'm like 15 minutes late and I am so sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry.
That's fine. You're welcome here. So before we go on, I want to show you something, Peace. I need to show you something. I need you to see something.
Yeah?
Yes, please. I need you to see something.
You need
You
me
know
to
that.
say something. What exactly? What do you want me to say?
So you know that today we are talking about storytelling, right? And how to speak the language of
Mm-hmm.
the new media markets. But we can't exactly share all we have
Mm-hmm.
to share on storytelling if we don't know your story. Okay, so I prepared something for you before you came down here, and
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Okay.
So, please, can you see those images on the screen? Can you remember this time? Um, if you can see this,
I can't see your video. I can't see.
you can see my screen.
Hello?
Hello, are you with me? Hello,
So,
please.
yeah, so I can see a static face. I'm not seeing any other thing that's showing.
Okay, okay
Like, I
then.
think your video is loading now.
Okay, it's currently
Like,
showing. I'm sharing the videos
it's
or the
lagging. But
pictures
that's
we have
fine. As long
together.
as you can see me and I can hear you.
Okay, I'm sharing the pictures we had together when we were in
Sorry?
Benin City. I'm sharing the pictures we had together when we were in Benin City with the Glorious Future Initiative, if I'm being correct.
Ah, that was that. Yeah, the Global Speech Initiative. That was in like 2016, early
Yes,
2016, if I'm correct,
yes,
or
yes,
late 2015.
yes, yes. That
Yeah, I
was
remember.
that was a long time ago, and I remember when we used to walk under the sun to look for schools to speak to look for schools to submit letters to. And here you are, touring around the world, having engagements with Seth Godin and all. You've done so well for yourself. Thank you so much
Ah,
for being on
yeah,
this
I'm
platform with
grateful.
me. Thank you for accepting my invitation. So just so we don't waste much of your time, so Peace, what
Thank
do
you
you
for
have
having
for us?
me. I'm sorry that I'm late.
No, that's fine. That's totally fine. What do you have for us? What is storytelling about exactly? Because I've been seeing that you are always out there preaching the gospel of storytelling. You've been consistent on this for a very long time. So, what exactly is storytelling?
So storytelling is simply telling stories, right? It sounds really simple. It's simply, but in the context where we use it a lot, especially in marketing and in branding, is in
Okay.
using stories or telling stories to promote your brand or to promote your product or your service or whatever it is that you're selling. So
Okay.
storytelling is simply like an idea that says, you know what, instead of selling benefits, instead of selling features of a product, instead of selling your certifications and expertise
Okay.
as a consultant, tell us stories, because people tend to believe stories more often. Seth Godin said in his book, said stories, not ideas, not features, not benefits, are what spread from people to people. It's easier for people to believe a story. It's easier for them to convince themselves of a buying decision when there's a story
Okay.
backing that up. It's easier for them, way easier for them to share when it is story that they're sharing, as against when it's just you say, "Oh, I do this, come and pay me," or "I have this product, come and sell." So
Mm.
storytelling is simple and it's a universal language. Everybody understands storytelling, even kids, right? If you tell them
Mm.
stories, they'll pay attention to you. It
Mm.
stimulates their imagination. It builds communities. It evokes passion. So when you tell stories, it simply say, forget the logic, forget intellect, forget the intellectual part of your business or your product or your service, and then
Mm.
focus on connecting with people emotionally.
Mm.
Focus on being relatable. Focus on letting them see the human aspect of it, because it's a people to people thing. That's what stories do, right? And then when you can do that, it makes it easier for them to then buy in to whatever idea, whatever product, or whatever business it is they're trying to sell to them. So it's
Mm.
simply the once upon a time, but because when it's once upon a time, we start imagining stuff. Do that same thing and sell stories as against just features or benefits.
Mm. So
Yeah.
it's basically not just about selling features, benefits. This is why we are better, but telling a story about your business, about your brand, about how you're able to get to the point that you are right now.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what storytelling is.
Okay, so since we're talking about storytelling here, and we don't just want to know the piece that we have out there, the piece that is, doing phenomenal things on social media, doing this and that. What is your backstory exactly? I mean, I know this is like piece version 12.7 or 50 or something. Tell us about the piece version 1.
Peace version one. I don't know, man. You have to probably ask my mom or something, because she's probably not the one that will know what version one is. But what is my story? So my story is simply that of a young lady who wants to study medicine and surgery, but
Okay.
instead got to study medical biochemistry. Hated
Okay.
it, hated everything about it. I liked the idea of being a doctor, but I hated the idea of being a medical biochemist.
Okay.
Somewhere along that hate, right? I found
Okay.
blogging, and that was like my first entry into tech. Found blogging, someone said, "Oh my God, you're a blogger. I read your blog. It means that you're techie. Come on, meet this guy who is a Google ambassador." I'm like, I'm not techie. I just coincidentally started blogging. Spoke to this guy, and he said, "You know what? You're doing great at what you're doing. Come join the Google sponsorship stuff." So he sent an application. I filled the application, got it. I'm like, "Oh, you know what? This is cool." So like final year, basically just focus on playing around with it, teaching people in school, getting certifications
Okay.
myself, just be able to understand it. Because one of the criteria
Okay.
was going back to school and then having to teach people this thing that you've learned,
Okay.
right? And that was also when I realized that, oh, you know what, you could actually be a pretty good teacher. Started from there. Basically, by the time I graduated, I was just like, this medicine or this medical biochemistry is not for me, so I'm not going to do it. So I served in an agency, and I've just been like, exploring different things along the way,
Mhm.
trying to test, where exactly do I want to work, what exactly do I want to do, and share my story kind of like along as I go through it, right? So it's nothing very grand. It's just, hey, I found something that looked like I was in love, which was digital marketing, and since then, all I've been doing is just deep dive, deep dive, deep dive into it continuously and just fall in love more. And I'm realizing, what, I can grow businesses with this. I might do something for a business, they have more customers, they make more money. And then there's the teaching aspect of it, that you teach people and they get jobs or they get promoted or they go out and
Mm.
start their own business. And you hear stories
Mm.
after a while. And those little victories or testimonials I had in 2015, 2016, when I just started my career, still the things that kept me till today. So I look at my like, oh, I remember this guy in 2015 who said, "Well, attending the summer in Delsu and now I'm pursuing a career." Or somebody who's like, "Oh, so yeah, Jump Summit and taught digital marketing with Taslim and Joshua." And you know what? That's how I started my own business. And those stories then make me want to keep doing stuff. And I think I've just learned along the way that me, like, at the core of me, is someone who who just want to make anything that I touch better. And that for me is into two aspects, is in people, into businesses. I just genuinely want to teach. It's not for the or share knowledge. It's not for the accolades. It's not for so that I can have pictures to put on Instagram. It's just I just genuinely want to teach. Also because every time I teach, I learn better or I learn something. So it's always an opportunity for me to learn and relearn. And so that's what just basically drives me. It's like, you know what, I like this. I see the impact and I really genuinely like the impact. And that's what gives me real fulfillment. So let's keep doing it. So it has just built up over time, like over time. I've been consistent, I've been sharing, but most importantly, I've been pushing myself of evolving and allow myself to grow and get to know me better and explore new opportunities and just be true to myself and be authentic. I think that's pretty much it.
Interesting. I mean, you've said a whole lot of phenomenal things, but there are some few things. There are some points that I got. I'll just mention a few of them. For instance, you've been consistent with what you're doing for a very, very long time. I mean, the first time I saw you, or the first time we got to be in contact with each other, was through Kingsley Carlo BT. He shared your BBM pin with me back then, and yeah, and
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so long.
I know, I
Feels like
know,
an eternity ago.
I do. And I saw your, I think I saw your profile. You're like Google certified, youngest Google certified something in Nigeria. And Kingsley told me, I was like, what? And I studied computer science in Benson Dahosa University. And I was like, are you serious? I was so
Yeah.
inspired. And we did a whole lot of projects together. But looking back, you've been consistent on this exact message since then till now. Now, my question is, there are a whole lot of people that they have the gift of teaching, they have the gift of sharing. They want to share their story, they want to share their message, they want to share something with the world, but they have this challenge with consistency. Not consistency in the sense of being consistent with one thing, but consistency with their message. So how exactly can people uh, be consistent with one exact message, one exact thing that you've been doing? Like, for instance, you've been pushing this out about digital marketing for a very long time. People, they transition from one industry to another. Other people, they want to transition, but they have this anxiety because they'll be like, okay, what will people out there say? Am I not being consistent to my brand? So what exactly do you have to say about that?
So first of all, right, I think it's okay. So first of all, right, I think it's okay
Okay.
if people change niches, right?
Okay.
Evolution is, I mean, people should be growing, people should be evolving. So if your evolution or your growth comes with having to switch career path or
Okay.
having to switch niches, I think that's okay for you to accept. Because the thing about authenticity, and Seth said it in that video that I made with him, said authenticity is doing whatever you feel like. Authenticity is just showing up consistently. And when
Mm.
you do something consistently over time, that's how you become authentic. But at the core, consistency is doing whatever you feel like. So if at a certain point in time, and he was like, and I asked a question very similar to this about personal branding and pivoted. And he was
Okay.
like, that's fine. Your personal brand is simply the promise that you make. If you decide that you want to make a different promise, then that's fine. Make a different promise and be consistent with that. And eventually become your story after a while, right? So I think it's very okay if people evolve and realize that they are changing as long as the new message that you want to preach is still genuinely and authentically you, and it's something that you can definitely embody and live out, and you can be consistent with it, that's fine. We have, I mean, we underestimate the capability of our audience. Our audience
Mm.
have the ability
Mm.
to see us in different lights. They have the ability to see us do different things at the same time, or
Mm-hmm.
to watch us grow from stage one to stage two and changing different things
Mm-hmm.
without diluting the fact that we are awesome or amazing or that we're great at what we do. There are people who are filmmakers, writers,
Mm-hmm.
therapists. There are multiple things in one, and they're selling all of those things at the same time, and people get it. And each of the audience for that set of message will connect to them. Some
Mm.
people is just one thing for all their lives. I think I have just been lucky that, and who knows, in 6 months or in a year, I might decide that, okay, guys, I'm done with marketing, I'm done with brand storytelling, I'm done with teaching. I want to go into acting, for instance. and that also be okay as long as it's
Sure.
genuinely how I want to show up at that particular
Sure.
time. So if you are having issues with trying to be consistent, first ask yourself, right? What exactly, what message do I want to put out, right? Is it the
Mhm.
same message? If it's the same message, then all you need to do to become that message is to tell it consistently.
Mm.
Consistently. If it's a different message, then that's fine. Make the switch. Tell people that I've moved on from this. I'm now this, and then be consistent in that so people get to understand that it's not just a 1 month thing or a 1 week thing, but this is the new journey. And the people who want to follow you, they will
We'll
still
follow
follow you.
you.
The idea is at every point, whatever message you want to pass across, be consistent with it, and that becomes your story for that time.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That means we as personal brands we can evolve from one thing to another. We switch, and if you're not evolving,
Yes,
you're just
yes.
yeah.
I always tell people.
Okay, okay. How much you?
Exactly. I tell people all the time that always give yourself the permission to change, give
Hmm.
yourself the permission to grow. So one thing I found out with personal branding is sometimes when we begin to live a certain persona, and I will get to a certain point in our lives, and then we realize, oh shoot, I don't want to be known for this thing anymore. But then you start having a lot of internal struggle because the person that people know about you, know the person that people see you as, and the person that
Mhm.
you now want to be is totally different. When you get to
Mhm.
that point, I'm always like, give yourself the permission to change and evolve. I'm always
Hmm.
very conscious that I tell myself, I say, please, if you wake up one morning and decide that you're done with YouTube, it's your journey. It's you that's doing it. Be
Sure.
done with it, and people will get used to it. If at some point you decide that, you know what, I want to be a different personal brand, I want to have a different persona, and it's genuine, then don't get carried away with the brand you've already built. Because what is life if you can not live authentically at every point? What's personal brand if the brand you're living is not who you really are, who you really want to be? So give yourself the permission to accept that
Hmm.
you've changed and you want to do something else, or you want to be known for something else, and then start telling the story of that thing, even while it's in progress. Because it's not always about telling success stories. It's also about telling your progress story that I just woke up this morning and I think that I want to start on this journey. And I'll tell you guys how this journey goes and let people follow you and become that thing.
Wow. 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 That's amazing. I mean, you just broke down a whole lot of challenges that personal brands have. What will people think? What will people think about this new industry I'm going into? Personally, I've had that challenge. Right. I started out when I was in university. I
Mm-hmm.
was very very young when I started out. I think 16 or so. Started out as a life coach, quote and
Yeah,
unquote.
I
You
remember.
know, yeah, right, doing all of those things. And apparently, my message was for young people, for young adults, for this and that. And all of a sudden, my message changed. I moved down to therapy, coaching, this and that, blah, 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 yale, yale, yale. And still, I was like, okay, do you know what? I mean, there is something different about me. There is a part of me I'm not
Mm-hmm.
touching. And I got to realize that it's not
Mm-hmm.
about the niche, it's about what you're about as a person, right? It's about what you're
Mm-hmm.
about at your core. At right now, I'm into,
Mm-hmm.
you remember I asked you how exactly do you build a digital marketing brand, right? I asked you that question
Mm-hmm.
once. And because that was the new light I was headed into, I studied computer science in school. I love psychology. I love personal development. So how can I bring all of these things into one? And right now, my team and I, we're about launching a software product called Square Academy, where people can teach anything online, learn anything online. It's just like Udemy and Teachable, but more for the African space. So I mean, you guys are seeing how my personal
Nice.
brand has evolved from this to this, and you all should give, just like Peace said, Rose Ayo said right there, give yourself the permission to change. The message for me, okay, yeah, she said the message is for me, really. So, Peace, please, how exactly we've talked about growing. We've spoken about what exactly is storytelling. Now the how, because I don't just want the people here to, get to know all these things, get to know your story, my story, what storytelling is, but don't know exactly how they can tell a better story. So, how do you think brands, especially in Nigeria, can tell an authentic story that relates to the Nigerian new media markets?
That's a very good question. I think the very first thing is always is two key fundamental things rather,
Okay.
fundamental things. One is know the people you want to serve because you can't serve everybody, right? You
Okay.
can't serve everybody. So when you're starting off, know the people you want to serve, know your target audience. And when I say know them, I mean like really know them. Set says see them, like figure out every single thing you can about
Okay.
them, not just their demographic, but more importantly their psychographic. Learn every single thing you can about them, how they where they stay, what they do, how they think, their values, their hobbies, their principles, what motivates their buying decision, what they need, how they buy. Learn everything you can about these people.
Hmm.
Two, know what your message is. Know what your narrative is. You can't sell a consistent story without first knowing what is the fundamental of this story. What is that thing that I'm trying to get people to know me
Sure.
for? What am I selling? Because when we talk about brand storytelling, it's not just telling stories. In fact, the storytelling leads to sales, right? Because if I can tell stories, I can build a community, I can attract a tribe.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell good stories, I can sell more products. I can get people to buy to pay me for a service.
Mm-hmm.
I can scale my startup.
Mm.
So the end product of being able to tell brand stories is for conversion, for people to take action for you. So you want to be able
Mm.
to know not just the people that you serve, but know exactly what story you're selling. What is that key thing? Think about all the big brands. They have their story at the core. They have their brand narrative.
Mm.
Now, once you do these two fundamental things, the third thing is then becomes creating and publishing consistent content.
Mm.
Because see, brand perception, right, is built by every piece of content you put on the internet. But your brand is not the thing that you put on your website about us, our mission, vision, and core values. It's not what you say in the PR when you launch your brand. It's not what you put in your bio. Not necessarily. The brand is the perception. It's how people think and feel about your brand, and that thing is built, solidified, devalued, or enhanced by every piece of content that you put out there.
Mm.
So if you want to be able to create a very consistent and core narrative, then make sure that you are creating content that tells that story. So I know my audience. I know what I want to sell. I know the story I want to sell. I know the
Okay.
story, what my brand narrative is. And three, at every point, I'm creating content that further enhances or further sells or so further solidifies that story, that
Mm.
narrative. I'm creating content that will get people to know me. I'm getting
Mm.
content that will get people to like me. I'm getting content that will get people to trust me. Get content that makes them know you means that you're getting visibility. You're creating content that gives you awareness. That content that makes them like you means you're creating content that touches them emotionally. That inspires them, educate them, forms valuable content that makes them connect to you. And you're creating content that makes them trust you, that sees you as credible. You're showing them what you guys have done before. You're showing them traction. You're showing them PR. You're showing them customer reviews. Whatever makes them say that this person or this product is real and I can trust them and give them my money. You're creating content to know, like, and trust you consistently. And
Mm.
at the core of that is that it also relates back to the brand narrative you're trying to sell. That's how
Mm.
you do it consistently. As simple
Wow.
as that.
This is a masterclass. We should pay you for this. we, really, we really should pay you for this. This is a masterclass. Wow. One thing I got from what you just said is to be consistent. Consistent with your content. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. Exactly. Consistency is key. And that's also a message for me to be consistent with my content. And you all watching this right now, you have to know what exactly your message is. You have to know the people you want to sell. You have to know the kind of content that relates to them. You understand? You need to study your audience. You have to start putting out content that will make them know you, that will make them like you, and also that will make them trust you. Right? This is something that you need to do. So we will be taking questions right now because I'm sure Peace has so many other things to do. Thank you so much for having this session with us.
Can
So,
you hear me?
yes, so we will be taking. Hello, Peace. Are you there with me? Hello, Peace. I'm sure she's going to come back. Okay, awesome. So if you have questions about storytelling, about marketing, please drop it down here in the comment box below, and we are going to attend to your question. Okay, thank God you're finally back. So if you have questions, yeah, any question at all, as relates to marketing, as relates to storytelling, as relates to whatever piece is about, please drop it down there in the comment box, and we are going to attend to it. And please, I personally have a story. You're too consistent, as in you're just over consistent. Tanya, how exactly do you do it? Like, you are back to back to back
I'll give
to
you a
back.
secret.
Okay,
Um, the first one, in terms of being consistent by posting, right? That's how you mean it.
okay,
The secret is that I create content in bulk,
wow,
right? Because I mean, aside Instagram and social media, I legit have a life and a job. So, and I know what my bandwidth is like. I know that I can juggle multiple things, but only if I face them. So I
okay,
plan my time, right? So as one of the things I do, so I'm always planning my time. I say, okay, I want to do Kawaza. This is what time I'll give to Kawaza. This is what time I'll give to women. This is what time I'll give to sisters. What time I'll give to YouTube, Instagram. I always phase out my time so I can like know what I'm concentrating on per hour or per day. And then when it comes to then content, what I just do is the day I'm ready to create content, I create in bulk. For
mm,
YouTube, for instance, I shoot a minimum of 5 videos. I think there's been a day where I've done like 10.
wow,
Right. Yes. I was just like, I'm ready. I have my topics. Right. Let's go there. Shoot, 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 shoot. I'm like, okay, I'm tired. And I chill. And also because I know, I mean, some people post 3 times a week for like YouTubers. I'm like, if
yeah,
I create content, or if I create like a month, I can shoot videos only once. And that's like
okay,
5 or 6 videos. And I know that 5 or 6 videos will take me for like a month plus, almost 6 weeks. So instead of posting like twice in a week, I'll be like, see, I want it to last. So I'll do like this once a week. So I know that it's
mhm,
good. So I create content in bulk. I want to start doing, I just started Instagram carousels. I already have like the next 5 topics I want to put out there. Design it down, keep it
wow,
down. That way, on the days when I don't feel like I don't have the strength, I don't have motivation, I don't have inspiration to create content, I know that it's already there. It's already done. Right. Sometimes there was a period where I was not finding it hard to even open Instagram to post or open YouTube to post. What I would just do is the minute I shoot and edit, I'll just take all of it, go to YouTube Studio, go to Facebook Creator Studio, and I'll schedule it. So some days I'll wake up on Instagram and I realize, oh, that video I scheduled yesterday is actually getting posted. And I say, so people see like, oh my God, this is always created. I
yeah.
conserve my energy, I plan it, create in bulk, and then let it go little by little. So that's a hack. If you're a content creator and you want to be consistent, instead of getting yourself to, if you're not the type that would have the time or inspiration to write every day or make videos every day, they just create in
Okay.
bulk, right? And put it out there. Create 3 at once, 4 at once, 5 at once. Be a junkie like me and create 10 videos at once sometimes. And but then it just really helps.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Create
Life
in
hack.
bulk.
Don't tell anybody else.
I won't. I promise. I won't. I won't. I won't tell anybody at all. Wow. Create in bulk. What is your favorite social media tool? Your favorite social media marketing tool?
I don't have one. I like Instagram because of it helps me build my brand, but I like Twitter because Nigerians are savages. So Twitter is always fun. So I'm constantly switching between both, and I can't really pick. So if you ask me in terms of work, I would say Instagram. If you ask me just in terms of wasting my time, I think I would say Twitter. So it's kind of like both.
Okay. Awesome. Instagram and Twitter. You guys are hearing that. So if you want to stalk Peace, go and look for her on Instagram and Twitter. And please follow
Yeah.
her at Peace Itimi, right? Let me put it out on the screen. Yes, so that they can all see it. I hope you're seeing this software. It's amazing the things you can do with this software, right?
I swear down. Like I'm probably going to do YouTube live now because of this. I'm inspired.
It's amazing with the things you can do with this software. I think I'm going to send you. You already have it now. You know this. So I don't want to spill my secret out there for you guys so that you guys won't start doing this thing, right? And last question, please. What do you have to say to people out there right now? People that want to live their dreams, people that want to, you know,
Leave it.
build
Literally. Leave it.
I mean, people
Uh,
that are scared, women that are scared of coming out, young people that are scared of doing something phenomenal. I mean, you're 24, you're doing all of these things. Like, it's amazing. I look back and I'm like, this is 24, guy. You have 2 years to beat up this dream.
I look at you sometimes, I'm like, oh damn, Milton is actually younger than me.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
try to feel fly. I'm like, ah. So the people younger than me, they're doing way better stuff. So
True. So, what exactly do you have to say to people like that?
I would say, um, I would say live your dreams. There's something I heard one time in I think 2015. I mean 2015, 2016 was it was very defining in my life, or definitive
Okay.
in my life. So a lot of things that I do now, I always refer back to that time. So I think it was in 2015 or 2016, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I attended this seminar by Shegumano in
Yeah, I was
Wari.
there. I was there.
You're there. Yeah, what
Not
was
mega
Steve
youth summit.
Harris for? The
Yeah.
Mega Youth Summit, exactly. So I met so Fon spoke that day, and she talked about how she used years to prepare to speak in front of Barack Obama for five
Yeah.
minutes, and how she was
Mm-hmm.
with your master for like 3 years. All that story. I was like, oh my god! But there's something she said that even to today I've never forgotten, and I don't think I'll forget it. She said, "Do it afraid, and don't ever let the fear of looking stupid stop you from trying."
Hmm.
One, do it afraid. Two, don't ever let the fear of looking stupid stop you from trying. What she was basically, what I got from that was that one, um, there's fear. Everybody feels fear. As a matter of fact, there's a research I read one time that said fear is a universal emotion like love. The way everybody can feel love is the same way every single human being, no matter how rich you are, how successful you are, your religion or whatever, everybody feels fear. It's universal. And so it's
Mm.
not just a youth thing. Even the Jeff Bezos, there's some business decisions we probably have to make now. I used to be afraid that what if it goes wrong? Everybody feels fear. But the difference between those people who are successful and other people who have let fear kill their dream, fear of the unknown, fear of the failure kill their dream, is the fact that those people did it afraid. They did it in spite of the fear. Meaning
Mm.
that doing it afraid therefore means that I'm feeling the fear. Like like I want to piss in my pants. Like I
Mm.
can be like, oh my god, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm genuinely feeling the fear. And I acknowledge that I'm scared because it's valid, right? But in spite of that numbing feeling, I will
Mm.
still take a step, which means I'm doing afraid. Some people, when they're scared, what they're waiting for is when I stop being scared, then I'll do it. When I don't when I'm sure, there's no doubt in my mind, this and I'll do it. But would you wait forever? What if the fear never goes? What if there'll always be doubt?
Mm.
Right? So why not do it instead and then learn from it? And the amazing thing about fears, the minute you take a first step, your fear start reducing. Because the
Mm.
first step is always the hardest.
True.
But once you
True.
take it, you realize that, okay, I probably can do I probably have a shot at this, right? And I do it. So if you're scared of living your dreams, acknowledge the fear, but tell yourself that even if it means me pissing in my pants, I would take that first step, and I would
Mm.
take another step and another step and another step. And even as you go, so there's every demon for every level, Abi, or there's a
True.
new demon for every new level. So it
True.
means that you would keep encountering that. So I've done that over time. I'm like, I'm scared all the time. So that said video that I did that everybody's still talking about, I will put up the video. I was scared shitless. I was like, what if I flop? What if it doesn't show up? What if my questions are stupid? But I did text him and say, let's not do it again. I'm like, I am scared, but I'll put on my camera, and in spite of the fear, I'll do it. And then the next one is, don't let the fear of looking stupid stop you from trying. The issue is that there are a lot of people who are scared of starting because they feel like they won't start in a grand way.
True.
I want to start videos, but I don't have camera, I don't have the editing skills. I want to start making carousels, but I don't know how to design. I want to speak to people, but I don't speak very well. I'm not very eloquent. I used to mispronounce words sometimes. You're comparing yourself with all the amazing
The
people.
kind
There's
of
Newton, there's
out
Peace.
there.
They're doing so well. So if I
True.
don't start with PC standard,
Hmm.
then I won't start at all. Go back to
Hmm.
that picture of the glorious future. Do I look like the same person? Right?
You
So
do-
if you like
you don't
go
at all.
back, if you go down my Instagram, literally you would see the growth. There's a video I made way exactly. There's a video I made way back in that same 2016 when I
Mm-hmm.
was working at Rejuvenate Media. And
Mhm.
when I look at that video sometimes, I'm like, who the hell is this girl? What the hell are you saying? So I didn't stand grand. Oh, these pictures are so good. I didn't stand grand. I didn't start like this. I started by just starting. So even if it means me looking stupid, even if it means me not measuring up to the excellence that everybody else in my industry already has, I will still start. I will still try because it's practice that makes perfect. And as I
Sure,
do it every day, I will then learn by myself and
sure,
get better. And it's a
sure.
don't compare yourself with Peace or Milton or Steve Harris or Jono BD. They say that for every overnight success, there's been years of behind the scenes hard
Hmm.
work. So there are times for me, there are times when I look at people and I'm like, damn, I want to be like you guys are
I
doing
know,
so
I
amazing.
know.
Like I want to be like you when I grew up. But then I tell myself, these people have had years of experience that you don't have. These people have failed countless of times. People who are older than you. Even the people that are younger, you probably have some privilege that you didn't have. Our paths are different. Our experiences are
Mhm,
going to be different. So I can't compare
mhm,
myself to anybody. But what I can do is that even if it makes me looking stupid, I will still try
mm,
and know that I
mm,
would not look that stupid forever. At some
mm.
point, I will hit the sweet spot and you'll be like, oh, and then other people that start saying, ah man, if I
Sure.
don't do it like that, I'm not going to start. So do it afraid and don't ever let the fear of looking stupid stop you from trying.
Stop it. Do it afraid, and don't ever let the fear of looking stupid stop you from trying. I am going to download this video and I'm going to create something awesome with it. I'm also going to send it to you.
Send it to me. Because I was feeling myself
Actually,
and I was just like, I was like,
I
preach,
know,
preach.
I know. Like, this is a very nice Instagram post. Actually, replay will be available on our platform www.squareacademy.online by the morning tomorrow. If you're seeing this out there and you want to get the replay, please join our Telegram community, Squareville Business Community, which is bit.ly/SA tickets. And we have one question. This is the only question we're going to take before Peace. Peace needs to go. I'm sure she needs to go. This is the only question we need to take from Betsy Watchku. Betsy is saying, for storytelling, how can one actually balance a personal story to your brand story? How can there be a link?
So I'm assuming that when you say your personal story and your brand story, you're probably talking about like your business brand and
Yes.
then you as a person.
Yeah.
If that is this, so there are two ways. There are two ways I've seen that you can build a business. You can build a business by you, the founder, being the face of the business. So
Mm.
you are infusing your brand story into your personal story into the brand, or you can build a business and let it have a lifeblood of its own. Either way, it can progress, right? A lot of people know Steve Jobs. How many people know the founder of Nike or the founder of Coke, right? But we
Sure.
know the founder of Google.
Apple.
We know the founder of Apple.
Sure.
So it could be either way. It could be a Steve Jobs and let your personal story connect to your brand, or just build the product and build the service and let it speak for itself. Either one can work. That said, if you want to do the latter of infusing your personal story into your brand story, then do it. First of all, know what those two things are. What is your own personal story, and how do you want to link? What's your personal story? What's your business story? What's the brand story? And then what is the linkage between both? Because you have to find a linkage for it to make sense. Whether you're
Mm-hmm.
lying or you're fabricating or it's true, but you need to come up with a linkage of how
Sure.
what inspired you to start the brand, or
Sure.
what you saw that made you start the brand, or why you're doing what you're doing. But find a linkage between you and
Mm-hmm.
the product or the service that you're selling and make it one. But don't do it so much that you then become the business, because what if
Mm.
you
Sure.
die, right? So
Sure.
still find a way to make sure that the business can stand on its own. But the way to have a balance, if you're doing both, is to have your personal story, have your brand story, and find a link and focus your narrative on that link. So when you're talking about the business, talk about, oh, this is me and this is why I started the business, but then this is what the business actually does. There always
Okay.
has to be a link between both. And if you're one of those people who want to, oh, I don't want to be the face of my business, but I want people to know that I
Mm.
started this business. That's also another way to do it. And so that's two different stories. This is the business. This is me as a person.
Mm.
Sometimes I will talk about the business, but most of the time on my personal Instagram, on my personal YouTube, I'm just going to be sharing things about my lifestyle. There's no right way to do it.
Mm. Thank you so much, Peace. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here with us. And please, for those of you watching, please don't just see this thing and be inspired and be like, deep or this and that. Please take action, please. I don't want to waste my time. I mean, I just bought a ring light. This ring light cost me like 33,000 or so. This using this software cost me $25 per month. Your time, we have data and all of these things, right? And I don't just want to be doing this for people to say, it's nice, it's deep. You guys should take action. Your testimony is my fuel, please. Your testimony is my fuel. So you guys out there, take action. First of all, you can take action by following us on Instagram and Twitter. So follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Square Academy, at Milton Tutu, and also at Peace Itimi. And you can check out Peace on her website, www.peaceitimi.com. I'm correct, yes?
Like it's Peace Itimi everywhere.
Everywhere.
Just Google me, guys.
Times Magazine, Peace Itimi. Thank you so much, Peace Itimi. God bless you and have.
Thank you so much for having me. And again, I'm so sorry for being a bit late. I apologize.
That's fine. That's fine. Bye.
All right then. Bye. Have a good night.
You too. Hey guys, how was it? How was it? How was it? Tell me, how was it? Was it phenomenal or yes? Was it phenomenal or yes? Better what you could say. Thank you, Sam Milton. Thank you, Peace Itimi. Thank you, Square Academy. You are welcome. So was it phenomenal or yes? Answer me. Wow. So Peace shared a whole lot of things with us. Peace shared so many things with us. And I need you guys to take action. You can see all of these things that you're seeing right now. There are so many information on the internet. Most of you might be having information overload. It's not that you don't know it's not that you don't know so much. It's that you know too much. That's why you're not taking action, right? Yes, there's this thing that Eric Thomas usually says: average skill, phenomenal will. Take action, okay? You guys should take action. You're hearing all of these things. Take action. I need you to take action. Don't be like all of those people shouting your deep that, your deep this. Take action. That's what differentiates you. I want to see you in the next 6 months telling your story out there, building your businesses, doing all of these things, okay? Take action. I need you to take action. And if you want to see the replay will be available. The replay will be available in the Squareville business community. So go to bit.ly/SATK to get the replay. To get the link to the replay, it will be available on www.squareacademy.online. So I need you to go to the Telegram community where we put out so much useful information that can help your life and business. We are doing this again next week with Ken Indubisi, where he's going to educate us on how we can run ads for our business. It's going to be phenomenal. Friday next week, same time, 10 p.m. with Ken Indubisi. Ken Indubisi will go all in on how we can, run ads. If you're not running ads, it's like winking in the dark, like John Obidi said. So Ken Indubisi will be having the same thing with us again next week. Do not miss it. If you want to be part of it, join the Telegram business community right now, the Squareville business community, bit.ly/SATickets. And do you want to create, launch, and sell your online course with just a click of a button? We are creating a solution for you, okay? So you need to join the Squareville business community to stay updated. We are working on all of these things. Let me see the comments. Yes, Rose Ayo said it was awesome, Milton. She really broke it down. Yeah, she did. Stella said thank you and good night. Good night, Stella. Daniel Thompson said it was really thoughtful, phenomenal. Betty Wachku said take action. Yes, you need to take action. So everyone that stayed here, from Stella to Favor Elochuku to Obed Muyiwa to Rose Ayo to Liberty to Rose to Ibe Gifts, down to Shobande Adewale, down to Sandra God's Power. I see you all. Well done. Thank you for staying here. And like you're seeing on the screen, take action. Thank you so much, guys, and good night.